state of Palestine, that the fact that it was accepted by every Arab government, even by the Palestinian Authority, as a good first step towards ending the genocide and sorting out the mess in Gaza, as you know, as the Donald has presented it. That was a stupendous gift to Netanyahu and his gang, because now he is being effectively he scripted that plan. It's not the Trump plan; it's the Netanyahu plan that Trump adopted and edited a little bit. Yeah, manipulated slightly to suit his supersized ego, and so that is the greatest discursive propaganda victory of Israel, that we're now seriously grappling with a plan that should have been rejected without even looking deeply into its contents.
Thank you, Yanis. Well, since we're now talking about the plan, Katie, can I get your comment about it? I know it's something that you've discussed recently on the Useful Idiots podcast. I think you called it a statehood minus, and noted that it doesn't guarantee an immediate halt to the bombing, and also was cooked up without any input from any Palestinians. Put some flesh on that and tell us.
Yeah, I mean, it was Dan Senor who said that, statehood minus, which I actually appreciated when he said that on Fareed Zakaria, because it's an honest assessment of what they're offering the Palestinians. And, Yitzhak Rabin, who was killed because he was being too conciliatory towards Palestinians, he was also offering, the myth of the two-state solution. He was also offering statehood minus. I think that, this peace plan is, as Yanis said, it's really a Netanyahu plan with some editing that was allowed to be done by Trump. But then if you look at the released, what's it called, track changes document, you can see that, of course, Netanyahu, in a perfect metaphor, had the final word and the red pen to go through it. He made sure to take out, for instance, like a guarantee that they wouldn't bomb Qatar. So bombing Qatar is on the table. I think that, the silver lining to this is that that Trump supporters, America firsters, with whom I don't share an ideology, obviously, but we kind of coincide, I think, in some ways, not ideologically, but in terms of opposing support for Israel, they are seeing through Trump's propaganda, because it's so clear that America is not being America first when it comes to Israel. You even had Tammy Bruce of the State Department saying something like America is the greatest country in the world, or something, but except for Israel, or something like that. I can't remember her exact words. I'm paraphrasing, but it was that blatant. What do they say? Like, Democrats revile their base, Republicans fear them. And so I actually think, sadly, there's more potential for the needle to move or policy to change because of what the Trump voters are saying or doing. I don't want to be overly idealistic. It's not, and believe me, this is not because Trump is is democratic and cares about what his constituents want. It's that I think he's more concerned about trying to get a Nobel Peace Prize. So I think he's not an ideologue. Well, we all know he's not an ideologue the way that some Democrats are. He's not an ideologue when it comes to Zionism. His ideology is opportunism. I'm obviously not saying anything new here. But yeah, my hope is that people are seeing through this more and more. And I think that they are. The plan is, again, referring to Deanna Butu, who we had on Useful Idiots. And slight little plug, I'm having John Mearsheimer and Susan Abu Hawa on my show tonight, on the Katie Halper show, and we're going to be talking about this. But, Deanna Butu, who's a Palestinian lawyer and has worked doing diplomacy for Palestine, she points out that this is not a plan of freedom. This is not a plan that gives Palestinians freedom or self-determination or peace or really even choice. And it's just so funny, because Hamas has said for a while now that they are willing to give up ruling Gaza. And the fact that they keep talking about that and harping on that as if that's something that Hamas hasn't already said they're willing to do is very telling.
Thank you, Katie. Yanis,